Confident Computing number 859. How do I make sure I don't have malware? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com with this week's video summary of my weekly emailed newsletter, Confident Computing. If you're not getting it in your inbox every Tuesday, visit askleo.com/newsletter to sign up today. Today's featured article is one that, honestly, I wish I had a better answer for. The short answer is you can't. There is no way to know that you don't have malware on your machine. I don't know that I don't have malware on my machine right now as I record this video. It's a logical problem. You can't prove a negative. But there are things you can do to stack the deck in your favor. That's this week's featured article, How Do I Make Sure I Don't Have Malware? Also this week, 5 reasons your closed email account still sends spam. It's creepy when it happens. There are a number of reasons it can, and as it turns out, as you might expect, a number of them are completely out of your control. What should I do if I accidentally click on a phishing link? We've all done it. I've done it. What's important is what happens next. How do I get off email lists I don't want to be on? This one has both answers. You do and you absolutely don't unsubscribe. The difference? How you got on that list in the first place. And finally this week, how do I access Gmail without phone verification? This one seems to bite people frequently and at the most inopportune times. The answer is actually fairly simple, but it requires preparation. Gary and I did get back together again for this week's TEH podcast. We had a lot to talk about, mostly about Apple's new computer and device announcement earlier last week. That's all in TEH number 132. What's new with Apple? Chips, screens, trackers. Finally, I forgot to mention last week that I had an article published on a new publication out on medium.com. What It's Like To is a publication that, as its name implies, describes what it's like to do and experience several things. My entry, what it's like to donate platelets. Give it a read. Last week I also mentioned a few other things in case you missed them. I'm being a little bit more wordy, I guess, on my personal Twitter account at Leonot. More behind the scenes kinds of things, work in progress, random comments and such. Of course, at Ask Leo is still all about tech problems, solutions in your questions and answers. My reading experiment continues. It's a way to force me to read something significant every day. The results are out at 7takeaways.com. Of course, I am still publishing heroicstories.org, notallnewsisbad.com, and occasionally on my personal blog, leo.notenboom.org. And finally, I am still experimenting a bit with Racket. I've been looking at, I'll just say, some of the odder questions that come across my screen. It's kind of fun. It's kind of weird. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. But racket.com/askleo is the place to go there. You'll hear me talk about a few things in a maximum of 9 minutes. That's it for this week. I hope you found something useful, educational, interesting, maybe funny. Until next week, I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.